So what do you know about Lord Buddha? So if you don't know, I'll tell you something. When Lord Buddha was alive, about many years ago, India was like some sort of, some people, they had a lot of money. But some, they were really poor. That is same even today. For some Indians, it's very difficult for them to find something to eat. There are kids like you, they have never been to a school. They don't have beautiful clothes, proper clothes to wear. But some kids, they are so rich, more than even you. They have all the toys and everything that they want. That is same even today. When Lord Buddha's time, there was a kid. He didn't have his parents. He was raised by his uncle. And he's a bit stubborn. So he never listened to his uncle, but he did whatever he wanted to do. So if someone tells him not to climb trees, he would do it. So if someone tells him not to climb to the roof, but he will do it. So he was scolded always by his adults. His uncle always punished him. So one day, it was a night. When the uncle returned home, so this kid has done something that his uncle has told him not to do. So the uncle got really mad. So he took the kid out of the house. So unlike New Zealand, you cannot call the police those days in India. Not even today. So in this dark night, he took the kid out of the house. Now in those days in India, when a person died, the corpse, the body will live on a land, bare land. So what do you do when someone dies in New Zealand? What do you do? So that is in New Zealand, but it is not in India. So in India, you leave the body in a bare land. So I went to India recently, closer to a river. So they are cremating the body closer to a river. If you get a chance, go to India. So you can see, witness all the things that I have said. Or else you can browse the internet. So he took the kid in that midnight. So he took the kid to that cemetery and tied him to a body, dead body. So the kid was in age of 7. He was crying, shouting. He was screaming, saying that I will not do bad things again. But the uncle didn't listen to him. When he was screaming, he left the kid in the cemetery and left him alone. Would you like to experience something like that? No one would like to do that. So he was really scared. He was shouting loudly. So it was thundering that night. And it's raining. Nobody came to rescue him. So he was screaming because of the fear. So but he noticed a person there. He untied him. Then took him. So now that the boy is covered with mud. So this person cleaned the boy. Do you know who is this person? That was Lord Buddha. So he was given proper clothes to wear. Then he asked the boy whether would you like to become a monk. He said yes. So one day Lord Buddha asked him, why were you frightened that day and why were you screaming that night? He said, I was afraid of demons. And he said, I couldn't bear that fear. So Lord Buddha asked him, there is a way not to be afraid of demons. Would you like to know that path? Have you seen demons? How do they look like? How do they look like? Haven't you seen in many cartoons? Sorry?
They have horns and they're red.
You want to auntie, you know? Would you like to know the way not to be afraid of anything? What are you afraid of? What about you? Sorry? Not getting? Mahani campaign. Are you afraid of heights? Raise your hand if you are afraid of heights. What are you afraid of? Yes, what are you afraid of? What are you afraid of?
Snakes.
So raise your hand if you are afraid of snakes. Snakes.
Spiders.
So you're afraid of different things.
And I don't know.
So you don't have to be afraid of snakes.
ඔගොල්ලෝ දැකලා ස්නේක් අල්ලනවා.
You have seen people touching snakes.
ඔයාලට බයද? එකපාරට මම ළඟට නැටකට එපාරම කාවේ.
So don't touch him from the tail.
නිව්සීලන්ත වල නෑ නේද? ලංකාවේ හරියට ඉන්නවා.
There are a lot of snakes in Sri Lanka.
ඒගොල්ලෝ ගාඩන් එකේ අල්ලන්න දන්න කෙනෙක්ට කිව්වම එයා පුරුදු කරනවා.
So if you go to a trained person, he will teach you how to catch a snake.
එයාගේ අඟ හරිම සීතලයි.
Their body is very cold.
මම අල්ලලා තිබුණා.
Yes, I have touched them.
එයාගේ කටපැත්ත කෑවොත් විතර ගොඩක් ප්‍රශ්නයක් නෙමෙයි.
So if he bites, that will be the only problem.
එයාගේ නිල්ලෙත් වැල්ලුවම එයාට මූව් කරන්න බෑ.
So if you hold him from his neck, he cannot do anything.
ඒ නිසා ඒ අල්ලන අය දන්නවා කොහොමද ඒව අල්ලන්නේ.
So the trained people, they know how to catch them.
ඒ නිසා මේ බය කියන එක අපේ හිතේ තියෙන්නේ.
So fear is something which is in your mind.
අපේ හිතේ තමයි ඒක ගැටිත වෙන්නේ.
So it creates by the mind.
ඒක මම ඉස්සරහට පොඩ්ඩක් කියලා දෙන්න.
So I will teach you about it in future.
තාපොඩි කතාවක් කියන්න.
I will tell you another story.
බුදුහාමුදුරුවෝ දවසක් ගමනක් යනවා.
So one day Lord Buddha was going on a journey.
ඔය අරකට ඔයාලා වගේ ළමයි ටිකක්
So he saw a group of kids like you.
එයාලා ගර්ණියෙක්ට ගහනවා.
So they were throwing stones at a snake.
එයා වල තුවාල වෙනවා.
So that creature has been damaged.
බුදුහාමුදුරුවෝ ළමයි ටික කතා කරා.
So he called the boys.
බුදුහාමුදුරුවෝ ඔයාලා කවුරු හරි ඒ විදිහට කට්ටිය එකතු වෙලා ඔයාලට ගල් වලින් ගහුවොත් මොකද වෙන්නේ කියලා.
So he asked the boys, if someone throws stones at you like that, what will happen to you?
ඔයාලට අපිට විදිහට කියලා.
He said they will feel the harm.
බුදුහාමුදුරුවෝ ඔයාලට විදිහට ඔයාලයි කාටවත් විදිහට කියලා.
So Lord Buddha said, if you feel the hurt, so why would you do the same to another creature?
ඔයාලට ජීවිතේට ආදරේ වගේම
As like that you like your life,
එයාලා අනිත් හැම සතෙකුම එයාගේ ජීවිතේට ආදරේ.
all the other animals, creatures, they love their life.
ඒ නිසා ඔයාලා කරදර වෙනවට කැමති නෑ නේද?
So you don't like to expose to suffering.
ඔයාලා කැමතිද ඔයාලා කවුරුත් ගහනවද?
Do you like if someone hurts you?
තුවාල කරනවද?
If someone do a damage, a cut?
කැමති නැත්නම්
Raise your hand if you like if someone hurts you.
කැමති නැති අය
If you don't like.
ඒ කියන්නේ ඔයාලා කවුරුත් කැමති නෑ ඔයාලට විඳවන්නට.
So no one likes to get hurt.
ඒ නිසා කිව්වා කාටවත් විඳවන්න එපා. ඔයාලවත් විඳිනවා.
So he said, so don't hurt another person because they also feel the same.
සතෙක්ටවත්
Not even an animal.
මොකද ඔයාලටත් විඳිනවා.
They also feel the pain.
සමහර සතෙක්ට ගහුවම ඒගොල්ලෝ කෑ ගහලා අඬනවා දැකලා තියෙනව නේද?
Have you seen even animals, they cry when they were hit?
අපි කාට හරි ගැහුවොත්
If you hit someone
කරදර කරොත්
and hurt someone,
ඒක නැවත අපිට ලැබෙනවා.
we will get the return.
අපි කවුරු හරි කාට හරි හිත විදෙව්වොත්
If we do something and cause pain to their mind,
අපිටත් අපේ හිත විදෙන දේවල් සිද්ධ වෙනවා.
we will also encounter such things.
ඔයාලට දන්නව නේද?
Do you know about it?
දන්නවද?
Do you know that?
ඈ? දන්නවා. ඔයාලා කාට හරි විදෙව්වොත් ඔයාලට අයිති විදෙන්නවද?
Do you know that if you hurt someone, you will also get hurt?
දන්නෑ අතට.
Raise your hand if you know that.
ඒක තමයි. ඒක තේරුම් ගන්න.
You have to understand.
ඒ නිසා ඔයාලට හිත විදිහට කිසිම දෙයක් තව කාටවත් කරන්න කලින් ඒක හිතලා බලන්න.
So if you are planning to do something to hurt someone, just think about it before.
බුදුහාමුදුරුවෝ ළමයින්ට කියලා දුන්නා.
So Lord Buddha told about it to that kids.
ඒක හරියට ඔයාලගේ වයසේ වගේමයි.
They were in your age.
ජීවිතේ අනිත් අයට උදව් උපකාර කරන්න. ඒක තමයි වටින්නේ.
So in your life, what is important is you have to help others.
ඒ වගේ අනිත් අය සතුටු කරන එකයි වටින්නේ.
It's better to make happy others.
අනිත් අය දුකටපත් කරන එක හොඳ නෑ කියලා බුදුහාමුදුරුවෝ හැමතිස්සෙම කිව්වේ.
Don't let people to be sad because of you.
හරි. දැන් මම ඔයාලට පොඩි දෙයක් කියලා දෙන්නම්.
So I will teach you another thing.
ඔයාලා කියන්නේ මේ මගේ අතේ තියෙන මොකද්ද?
So what do I have holding in my hand?
සන්ග්ලාස් එක. එතකොට අල්මයි කොහෙන්ද දැකලාද කියන්නේ?
Where have you seen these things?
ඇස් දෙක.
In the eyes.
දවල් ඇස් දෙක වහගන්නවා.
Now close your eyes for a moment.
අන්න මගේ අතේ මොකක්ද තියෙන්නේ කියලා.
Now what do I have in my hand?
ඇස් දෙක වහගන්න.
Close your eyes and say.
දැන් මොකක්ද තියෙන්නේ?
What do I have in my hand?
කියන්න පුළුවන්ද?
Can you tell?
එයා අසරින්න.
Now open your eyes.
දැන් මේ මොකක්ද තියෙන්නේ?
Now what do I have in my hand? Lip balm.
එයා. ඉතින් ඒක නිසා දැන් අපිට අසරියම දෙයක් කියන්න පුළුවන් නේද?
Now when you open your eyes you can say something. Comment on it.
හරි. තව කොහොමද කියන්න පුළුවන්? ඇස් වහගෙන කියන්න පුළුවන් තාක්කම කියන්න.
Now tell me other ways that to comment on something while you have closed eyes. අල්ලලා.
වල්ලලා කියන්න පුළුවන්. නේ? එතකොට දැන් අපි කොහොමද අල්ලනම පීගෙන කියන්නේ?
So how can we comment on something when we touch it? Headache.
හැඩේ එතකොට කොහෙද තියෙන්නේ?
So where does the shape exist? භෞතික ලෝකේ.
භෞතික ලෝකේ නෙවෙයි අපි හැඩේ අල්ලනවා කියන අපේ ඔළුවේ තියෙන්නේ. කොහෙද තියෙන්නේ?
The shape is in our mind.
දැන් මේ මොකද්ද?
Now what is this in my hand?
ජූස් ග්ලාස් ගන්න.
A glass of juice.
දැන් වගේ දේවල් අපේ ඔළුවේ තියෙනව නේද?
So we have those ideas in our mind.
මම වලින් පොඩි ප්‍රශ්නයක් අහන්න.
So I will ask you a question.
දැන් අපි මොනවා හරි ඇස් දෙකෙන් දකිනකොට ඒක අපේ ඔළුවේ නැත්නම් අපි කොහොමද ඒකට කියන්නේ?
Now if we see something from our eyes, if that thing is not in our head, how can we name it? ඒක කරන දේවල් අනුව
එහෙම කියන්න බෑ.
No, we can't tell like that. ඒ වස්තුව අපිට තේරෙන විදිහ.
ඔව් අපිට තේරෙන විදිහට අපි කියන්නේ.
Yes.
තව පොඩි දෙයක් කරන්න. ඔයාලට හිතා ගන්න පුළුවන්. එතකොට ඔයාලා කොහොමද ඔයාලට මේක පොඩ්ඩක් පුළුවන් නම් තේරුම් ගන්න. අපි මේ ඇස් දෙකෙන් දැක්කට අපේ ඔළුවේ තියෙන දෙයක් තමයි අපිට පේන්නේ.
Now try to understand this simple thing. Though we see things through our eyes, we only see what we have in our heads.
අපේ ඔයාලගේ දෙමව්පියෝ
And your parents
ඔයාලගේ ගුරුවරු
and your teachers,
ඔයාලගේ ඔළුවට ඒ දත්ත දාලා නැත්තම්
if they have not put data to your head,
ඔයාලට කියන්න බෑ.
you cannot describe those things.
මගෙන් තේරෙනවද?
Do you understand what I
දැන්
said?
මේක ලිප් බාම් එකක් කියලා.
Now this thing is a lip balm.
ඔයාලා කවුද කියලා දුන්නේ?
Who told you that?
අම්මා. ඔයාලා කවුද කියලා දුන්නේ? ඒක තමයි. අපිට ඒ ගොඩක් කියලා දීපු දේවල් තමයි ඔළුවේ තියෙන්නේ.
So we have things in our head which have been taught to us.
අපේ ඔළුවේ කොච්චර දේවල් තියෙනවද?
How many things do we have in our heads?
ගොඩක් දේවල්.
Many things.
නේ? එතකොට අපිට ඒ ඔළුවේ තියෙන දේවල් ඇහෙන් දැක්කම මතක් වෙනවා.
So the things that we have in our head, when we see those things, we can recall them.
ඔයා කිව්වා වගේ ටච් කරාම මතක් වෙනවා.
As he said, if we touch it, we can recall that
ඒ
memory.
වගේම දැන් මම කතා කරනකොට මතක් වෙනවා.
And when I speak, you recall it.
නේ? ඔයගොල්ලෝ කොස්කස් දැකලා තියෙනවද?
Have you seen jack trees?
ඒක මොනවද?
How does it look like?
පොල්ගස් දැකලා තියෙනවද?
Have you seen coconut trees?
පොල්ගස් දැකපුවාට උස
Raise your hand if you have seen coconut trees.
කොහෙද දැකලා තියෙන්නේ?
Where have you seen it?
ලංකාවේ. ආලා.
Beach.
එහෙනම් දැන් බලන්න මම කියනකොට ඒක මතක් වෙනව නේද?
So when I said the name, you recall it.
එතකොට දැන් මේ වෙලාවේ පොල් ගහ කොහෙද තියෙන්නේ?
So where's the coconut tree now at this moment? Lanka. Okay, what take? අපේ ඔළුවේ.
හරි. මෙයා කිව්ව තමයි.
What he said is correct.
මේ වෙලාවේ තියෙන අපේ ඔළුවේ.
At this moment, it is in our head.
ඒවා තියෙන තරක තියෙන්න පුළුවන්.
It may be there where it is,
අපිට දැන් තියෙනව පේනවද?
but we can't. Can we see what we have now?
නෑ.
No.
අපිට කලින් දැක මතකයක් තමයි මතක් වෙන්නේ.
It is only a memory that we have seen before.
ඔයගොල්ලෝ කවදාවත් පොල් ගස් දැකලා නැත්තම්.
If you have never seen a coconut tree,
ඔයාලට මම කියනකොට මතක් වෙයිද?
would you remember when I say that?
මතක් වෙන්නේ නැහැ නේද?
No, you would not.
ඒ වගේ මේ ගොඩාක් දේවල් අපි ඇහෙන් දැක්කට
So, though we see a lot of things through our eyes,
ඒවා අපේ ඔළුවේ තියෙන්නේ.
those things are in our head.
බුදුහාමුදුරුවෝ දැකලා තියෙනවද?
Have you seen Lord Buddha?
බුදුහාමුදුරුවෝ
Have you seen Lord Buddha?
එයා මොන වගේද?
How does he look like?
ඔයාලා ගෙදර බුදු පිළිම තියෙනවද?
Do you have Buddha statues in your house?
ඔයාලා හිතන්නේ ඒ වගේ කියලා නේද?
So you think he's like that, right?
ඇත්තට මේ වගේද?
Does he look like that?
අපි ඔයාලා දැකලා නැහැ.
We haven't seen him.
දැන් මගේ මාව කවදාවත් දැකලා නැත්තම්
If you have never seen me,
මගේ පිළිමයක් හදලා ගෙදර තියුණා කියලා.
though that there's a statue of mine in your house,
ඔයාලා කවදාවත් මම ගැන කියන්න පුළුවන්ද?
can you ever describe me?
ඒ වගේ අපි බුදුහාමුදුරුවෝ දැකලා නැහැ.
Similarly, we haven't seen Lord Buddha.
අපිට එක එක පිළිම හදපුවා තමයි පේන්නේ.
We only see some statues.
අපි හිතන්නේ බුදුහාමුදුරුවෝ එයා කියලා.
But we think Lord Buddha is like that statue.
මම කියනවාට තේරෙනවනේ.
Do you understand what I say?
අපි එහෙනම් පොඩි දෙයක් කරමු.
So we'll do something a little.
දැන් මම දෙකෙන් ගෑස් බඳිනවා.
So I'm going to cover eyes of two.
හරිද? ඒක අපි එක එක කරනවා. අපි එක එක කරනවා.
So we'll take one by one.
එක්කෙනෙක් ගෑස් බඳිනවා.
We'll cover his eye.
එයාට ටච් කරන්න දේවල් දෙනවා.
I will give some objects for him to touch.
ඊට පස්සේ ආ කියන්නේ මොකද්ද කියලා.
Then he has to say what that object is.
හරිද?
Okay.
කවුද ඉස්සෙල්ලා මේ?
Who's going to volunteer?
ඔය. කවුද මේ? කවුද මේ? ආයෙත් තුන්වැනියක් මේ බඩ. Parang tinggal lagi. Kawan yang tiga yang tiga ada satu. Kawan awal ini mana?
Bachelor dan
Oh, boleh. Ini apa tu? Ini teh kian tu, orang kian tu.
You touch it and tell me what it is.
Kian ni ujian tu, malu tu. Oh, ini kan ni. Hari apa itu? Ayo apa? Ini.
it has clothing.
What is that?
Guess करा.
So guess what it is.
No, but the elephant.
Mana?
Ali.
Dalam dalam.
Now open your eyes and see.
Okay. Dan mana? Baik cara kan? क्या baik itu? Dan ada sedikit natural kian puluhan ni.
So even you don't have to see, you can see that. You can tell what it is, right?
Apa betul?
How did you tell that?
Because it's like it has 5 legs, but no picture has 5 legs.
Kapul pahak ke una. Ada begitu cuma saya tak kapul pahak ni. So
Okay, क्या baik itu?
I found it like ears, and then
mata kande kapul na.
yeah, and then I found at the last the back leg goes like a little bit on it, like a tail.
Balik yang baik kapul.
Anda ada ni, ada kira kawan kira ugan tu pun tak tahu apa kata.
Yeah, if someone has never told about an elephant, how would you name it? Sure, now.
ඒවා මීට කලින් මේ ඉගෙන ගත්ත නිසා වගේ මතක් වුණා.
So you have learned about the creature, then you recalled it.
Yeah.
ආ. හරි. අද තව එකක්.
So we'll take another one.
හරි. හරි ගහන්න.
Never sit.
Statue of Buddha.
හරි.
So how do you describe it?
I can feel the hair and
Report it and
posturing, sitting.
area, audio like area.
මම ඊට කලින් වගේ දැකලා තියෙනවානේ.
You have seen something like that before.
දොරාන මතක් වෙලා ඒක මොකද්ද?
So you recalled it as
Buddha statue.
Buddha Pidima.
මම ඊට කලින් දැකලා නැත්තම්
If you have never seen him before,
Not sure.
කියන්නේ
you can't tell.
නේ? හරි තාම කොහොමද?
Who is next?
අබේ
Now guess what it is.
A car?
Card. Open your eyes. Card. What is it? Transform. But what did you feel it as? How did you identify it?
Because it has wheels.
All the people listen. That, so this is the where you touched it, so you felt the wheels. But have you ever thought this is a transformer?
I know what a transformer is.
I'm done transformer can go because I'm going to meet. Now if I give it in that other posture, you will recognize it, right? So all these things that you say, where are those things? In your head. So do we actually see, or when we see something, do we recall a memory now? What do you think? What do you think? Actually, we don't see things through our eyes. So when we get that image to our eyes, our memory starts to come up. So when we touch things similarly, the memory will arise. When I say about mother, who would you remember? Your mother. So if you take two kids, your mother and your mother. Two people. But I will say only mother. But all of you will remember your own